Reviews from the Dooker is a rowdy, horny, partially satirical, low-quality YouTube rant vlog for no one. Content interest can be found in the engagement. Did you think I'd let Dungeons & Daddies Season 2 be whisked away like there wasn't something I would say? Dungeons & Daddies Season 2. If you're unaware of what Dungeons & Daddies is, I'm surprised you're here. But hey, since you're already here, Dungeons & Daddies is an adventure story podcast told through improv and loose D&D mechanics. Season 1 follows real-world dads looking for their kids in a fantasy realm. Season 2 is a little harder to pin down with a brief description because it's not like the other podcasts. But we're gonna give it a try anyway. 4 teens have to unfuck the world. Their parents fucked up. Well, ain't that relevant? Rolling for cast list God damn it. Rolling for cast list initiative. Mad Matt Arnold as Boston kicks around as Lincoln Lee Wilson. Will the Lore Campos energizes the crowd as Normal Lee Oak. Freddy Krueger Wong is giving me horrific high school flashbacks as Taylor Swift. Not that one. And Big Bad Beth May just doesn't care anymore as Scary Terry Marlowe. Guys, it should come as no surprise to you that once again, these 4 are phenomenal. Knocking their respective roles out of the park just like I knocked myself out to get some sleep through the night. Improving a character's motivation where the characters themselves are still trying to figure out who they want to be at a fundamental crossroads of their life, and keeping it consistent is no easy feat. Sure, when they're dads or any character has to grow, but when you're growing as a dad, but that's just one aspect of the character. As teens, they're still growing as people. I feel like Matt and Beth showcase this the best through their respective arcs. Humanizing people you put on a pedestal and letting yourself be vulnerable with somebody new in your life. The good and the bad versions of this respectively. I'm not trying to downplay Will's role. He is very much the spirit of the team, keeps them on track, and I have to admit that Freddy's play style and character seems a little bit similar to Season 1 for me. That's not to say he's out of place. In fact, he's very much needed to balance everything out. He manages to bring the show back to some of the chaotic fun when it gets a little heavier. What, you thought I forgot about Anthony the Unworthy? Well, I didn't, because motherfucker is more than worthy. He walked into the right room. Pepperoni Birch sits high atop of the throne of DM. Creating dire scenarios and threatening villains is absolutely his forte. But it doesn't eclipse the fact that he is in fact part of a team of storytellers. He lets them dictate most of the pace and he keeps pace with them beat for beat. Also, he managed to make Family Guy references worth listening to. Don't worry guys, I'm on my way to shout out Maxton Waller and his banger intro. Arguably my favorite one. Ah shit, I wrote this before Season 3 debuted, didn't I? Alright, but how does it stack up compared to Season 1? Well, piss boy, stop touching your gums and listen. While Season 1 was pretty much just straight up adventure, early on in Season 2 there was very much a Monster of the Week Buffy vibe, along with some Lovecraftian horror, which was fucking dope! The high school setting and dynamic, along with mythically charged thematic real-world problems, was enthralling! And be it that the high concept crossover ideas tapered off due to complexity, or as he alluded to, the fatigue of feedback got to Anthony, but as the season progresses and moves away from the Monster of the Week into a realm-hopping adventure going to space and heaven, it feels like it lost a narrative step. But also being a teenager isn't a straight line and can take you into crazy places, so maybe it stayed true to its theme the entire time and I'm a fucking idiot. And there's still plenty of concepts throughout the season that still absolutely work. You've got the class-changing career day, you've got the cat bus, you got Daddies HQ, and a certain teen appearance. And if this is even the right word, the biggest misstep I found was the shift back in Season 1 structure, along with some of the mechanics kind of going away. I don't know, maybe I'm just salty that there wasn't a wrestling match at the gym, given Birch's for the graps. Also, the mysterious disappearance of Goth the Iguana. Did someone say we can have a reptilian companion again? Is it a little too much like CERN? We got an appearance from fucking 2D Vince. What? Familiars go away? Is that what it was? I don't know fucking D&D. Season 1 was crit lightning in a bottle, or cringe depending on how you feel about that line, that Season 2 doesn't quite capture. That doesn't mean to discard any of it. Overall, Dungeons & Daddies Season 2 is still a great listen, it's a great campaign, and now that it's out in its entirety, you really ought to check it out. Season 2 rocks rock with more fleshed out characters, grotesque imagery, a scaled down, more personal final battle, and a banger cast with superb chemistry that has only gotten stronger with each passing episode. Or maybe the editing's gotten tighter. Open that obsidian door and enact Code Purple because there's plenty of loot here.